Today we'll be looking at the inference project I've conducted about the mask mandate at Del Norte High School. Why? Well, this month, something that's ending, or rather has already ended, is the mask mandate in California. So what we wanted to do was to see how the Del Norte High School students feel about the mask mandate, right? We'd get the statistic, and then that statistic would be then relevant to the PUHD board regarding whether or not we should continue having mask mandates at school. What else could we do with that statistic? Well, we could also compare it to the rest of the United States population and figure out where Del Norte High School, which is located in a democratic state of California, falls with that number. So what did we find? Well, first off, we polled a random sample of 30 students. It was a completely random sample, and they were polled outside so that they didn't have to wear the mask if they didn't want to. So that wouldn't influence them to lean a certain way. And what we found was the 95% confidence interval that we got for the Del Norte students supporting the mask mandate was from 0.49 to 0.81. What does that mean? Well, that means we are 95% confident that the true proportion of Del Norte High School students who support the mask mandate falls between 49% and 81% of all students. Now, how does that compare? Well, the national average is 0.52 or 52%, and that happens to fall within our confidence interval. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means that the Del Norte High School student average support for a mask mandate doesn't significantly differ from the national average, right? Because the national average of 0.52 falls within our 95% confidence interval. Well, what did we conclude from that? Well, initially, we expected the Del Norte High School student support for a mask mandate to be way higher than the national average, as California is a very democratic state, and also Del Norte has a lot of democratic policies and pro-mask, pro-vaccine stuff going around, as well as a lot of the teachers at Del Norte do lean left. So we expected it to be much higher than the national average, but that experiment that we just did, or rather the inference study, proved that our initial expectation was indeed wrong. Thank you for listening.